Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. My name is Teresa Crawley and I'm going to be showing you one of my favorite pre-owned units, 2008 American Coach, American Tradition. This is a 42F floor plan and it's stock number 5U201114. If you need a spec sheet or brochure from this unit, I can get that for you. But I wanted to show you what made this coach so special. This was one of the highest end coaches you could get in 2008. One thing I'll point out before I forget to tell you, 2008 coaches did not require DEF. So if you're wondering what that is, now because of diesel emission laws, you have to add an extra product called DEF to your tank, to your DEF tank. It keeps the air cleaning better, but it is somewhat of a hassle. You have to fill up your DEF tank about every 3 times you fill up your diesel tank. So every third one you're going to have to do both, and sometimes you can't find it. So this is one that you don't have to mess with that. But I want to show you why this is such a great coach. In 2008, this is one of the best you could get. Some of the things that make it really obvious to us, we have the generator on a slide here. So instead of having to crawl up under it to service your generator, you've got a little switch right here that pushes it out. So I don't know if you can see that right now, but it's going out for you. It makes it a lot easier to service. And it continues to go out, but I don't know that we need to see the whole thing. It's running right now, so that's what your generator does sound like. For those of you guys that are more handy, you can service that yourself. It's just really accessible. We also have an air service line down here, which is something a lot of coaches don't have. So if you needed to fill up tires or anything like that, that's a great thing to have there. Another thing that you'll see is that we have slide toppers here, which helps keep debris and moisture out of the coach if it rains or snows. But also here there is window awnings. So these are manual. You just use a little stick that's provided, and that pulls out your side awnings. Really nice feature to have because the sun doesn't always just shine on the passenger side. Down underneath here, we have a huge propane tank. This is 38 gallons. And then over here, we have 2 slide outs that go to either side of the coach. So these can come all the way out this way or all the way out that way. And what that does is it saves your back for one thing, but it also helps you to be able to get to the storage that's way in the middle. So this one also has that feature. Oh, excuse me, nope, wrong one. I'll show you on the other side. This is the Aqua Hot System. So what Aqua Hot is it's a continuous hot water system. So as much water as you have, it can be hot. So if you're hooked in at a campground to the water, it'll be unlimited. Aqua Hot also is going to produce moist heat for the coach. So you're not really going to have a furnace in here. This is going to serve as your furnace. Another thing that the Aqua Hot does is it keeps your basement heated. So if you're worried about traveling in cold weather, this is actually going to protect the things that are down underneath. I call this your basement for obvious reasons, but your underbelly, whatever you want to call it, it's going to stay warm as long as you have your Aqua Hot system running. This here's your water bay, the basics. But you can see that it's held up over time. This also has a macerator and a whole house water filtration system, which is what this blue thing is. Got some big tires on here. Another thing that proves to us that this is a high-end motor coach, side radiator, and then we have a power 50 amp cord. So what that means is it's going to retract for you if you just hold this button. Really nice feature. You're not going to be messing with a cold, muddy cord. You just push a button. It's kind of glamping. Back here we have a 525 horse Cummins engine, Cummins ISL. We have a 15,000 pound towing hitch here as well. So I don't know what you couldn't tow with this. It really has quite a bit of a weight there. Over on this side, this is mostly just batteries and wiring and things like that. But for those of you who want to see that, that's all here. Over here we have some more batteries and your house disconnect system. Really easy. Whoever owned this before did a lot of labeling for you. You'll see that throughout the coach, but it's kind of dummy proofed thanks to their label maker. Over here, this is what I was telling you about, the slides, or the trays rather. So this one's a half tray, and the other side of this was where that Aqua Hot was located. But there's that one. And then we have a full one over here. Whoops. Got that. And the rest of your ladder. You might see that little red box, the Dirt Devil. There is a central vac in this coach, and that's down here that you could plug in and vacuum out the basement. And that's where you, of course, are going to empty and clean it out. Down here we've got a little TV. You can pull out and adjust however to point to where you're sitting. Speaker. And heading in to this monster. So this coach comes in at almost 43 feet, but the actual number is 42. So if someone's asking you when you're going into a campground, you can see it's a 42 foot. Might as well stop here and show you a few features in the cab. So we have adjustable pedals. What that means is they will come to you or go away from you with just the touch of a button. I don't know if you can see that down there, but they're moving away from me right now. So if you're really tall, you can not only move your seat back and forth, it's power as well. We have a power visor here, so it'll go up and down, so you're not having to get up and reach if you're driving and the sun's in your eyes. You also have one for your passenger. We have docking lights, hood lights, dome lights. This radio is going to switch it from the back to the front, and then this is your camera. So when you have this switch on, say you have a tow vehicle or something, it's actually going to pop up on that screen right there. So you can watch your tow vehicle all the way down the road to make sure it's still attached, it's not wobbling or anything is wrong with it. Or if you don't have anything you're towing, you can just see if somebody's trying to get past you or something like that. So really handy. Also, when you put your side blinkers on, it's going to populate to that picture. So whoever's on your right or left if you're trying to turn. We also have a generator start switch right here on the dash, really handy. It's another thing about this coach is there's one in the bedroom also. So say it's cold at night and you need to turn your heat on or whatever, you can do that. We have a Sirius radio attachment here. This is aftermarket obviously, but you can sign up for that. Really cool cockpit looking up here with all the controls. We do have automatic leveling, which pretty much every diesel pusher is going to have this, but some people ask anyway. We have automatic traction control. You can turn on an air horn, or you can just have your wimpy horn for if you're in a neighborhood. You can dump your tag. Engine brake high-low. That's a great feature. We also have a brake master installed on this. So that's for a tow vehicle. You can have the lights wired to that and things. All right. We'll move into the living area. We have a nice couch here, really comfortable and really clean. It doesn't look like it's from 2008 at all to me. But this is going to be your sleeper sofa. So a traditional one that pulls out, you're going to air it up. Lots of storage in these upper cabinets. And then we have a table with chairs here. Now this table does pull out a little bit. And then we have 2 fold-up chairs under the bed. So they're going to match the decor and all that. But just know that you can seat 4, even 5 if you put somebody on the end here. So one of my favorite things about this coach is this refrigerator. If I could take it and put it in my own house, I would. This has obviously been a replacement. It's a Fisher Paykel. It's brand new. The customers who traded this in were very sad to have to leave this with the coach, but I made them. Nice big freezer. You can tell it's just not really been used. And then over here, lots of pantry space, which also could be used as a closet if you preferred that. But we have adjustable shelves, a hanging bar, and some drawers down here. 2 really deep, big drawers. This is where I would put my pots and pans probably. And then use this as a pantry. But choose your own adventure. Directly across from here we have your half bath. So this is the bath that's accessible when your slides are in. You do have a full bath in the back, but when the slides are in, this is the one that you're going to be able to get to easily. So there's a little storage behind the toilet here, and a really nice vanity, or whatever you're going to call this, a medicine cabinet, with some storage in there. You also notice that this coach has really tall ceilings. So I'm not sure the exact measurement, but I could put my whole arm up and just barely touch the ceiling. So for the taller people that are watching this, this is going to be a good coach for you. Lots of height in here. So we'll loop back around to the kitchen area. Another little pantry space here. So only this part's usable. That's going to be your breaker box down there. But still, every little bit of space is what we're looking for in these things. You can pack for a month in this and not have to go to the grocery store. In the kitchen, we have a 3-burner propane cooktop. A little bit harder to find these days. They're going really more to the induction cooktops. So for those of you who prefer to cook on gas, which I'm one of those people, this coach has it. We also have a convection microwave oven, so you can bake in this one. Over here we have a 60-40 split stainless steel sink. So you got a big one and a little one. You got your sprayer that detaches, and a little place for your soap. So that's kind of nice. And then again, more storage. I love that they lined these, and that's going to help with rattling, vibration, noise, and also just keeping your dishes and things from breaking. Not everybody does this to their cabinets, so I really appreciate that. Also, for being a 2008, this has really held up. There's no scratches, or it just looks great. No discoloration. You can tell a good quality craftsmanship when over time it still stays really nice. So rest of the living area, there is another couch on the opposite side. And then we can go see the master suite. So the first thing that I noticed about this master bedroom is how big it is. When these 2 slides are out, there is so much room in here. Your dogs can sleep here. You could even set up a little crib if that's what you needed. But we have a TV, some more storage, nice windows. And then over here we have a king-size bed with cross ventilation. It's another thing that you don't always see. And a recessed ceiling fan up here. It's another thing you don't always get in a motorhome. So really nice that they added that. Under the bed we have some storage, and this is where those 2 extra chairs I was telling you about are. But look at all that space. It's really nice. And then to the master bath. So another nice sized medicine cabinet. You could have a his and hers bathroom just for the medicine cabinets if you wanted. Oops, sorry. Over here we have a all-in-one washer and dryer. Doesn't take up too much space, but really nice to have. This is where they're keeping your central vacuum tools, but that could be used for pretty much anything space-wise. It's pretty deep. And then back here we have a cedar-lined closet. You'll notice there's a lot of mirrors in here, and some people think, oh, mirrors everywhere. But what that does is it really makes the space look a lot bigger. So it's really good to have that in a motorhome because, I don't know, after a while you might feel claustrophobic otherwise if it was just dark. So I like that there's mirrors everywhere. You don't have to look in them. And then we have your shower here with a nice skylight. So this skylight, nobody can see through it. It's got some cloudy glass above it, but it does make it feel more open. Little place to shave your legs or sit down. So all in all, super nice motorhome. We have about 62,500 miles on here, which is barely broken in, as we'd say, for a diesel pusher. So if you have any more questions about this motorhome or any of our others, let me know. My name is Teresa Crawley. I'm happy to help. 303-684-3427. Have a great day.